Hey there crafters, it's Stephanie from DIY Ready and I got another fun and easy and fast project for you today. It's a pressed flowered phone case and it's just gonna look so fabulous and festive on your phone. Let's get started. The supplies we'll need today are, we will need an iron, an ironing board, a blow dryer, clear phone case for your smartphone, some freshly picked flowers, 2 sheets of paper, a heavy hardcover book, brushes, Mod Podge, glitter flakes, thin glitter in different colors, and some scissors. As always, we have the written tutorial as well as supply list, photos, everything you need on DIY Ready as well. So first things first, we gotta prep and press our flowers. So we're gonna take our ironing board. And I know what you're thinking. Usually we press flowers with a hardcover book and we wait like a gazillion years for that to happen. But hey, this is 2014 and we got a new way of doing things. It's really fun and I'm so excited, and you can press flowers in under minutes. First thing you gotta do is get your ironing board, put a sheet of white paper down on top. Have your iron set to a very low setting. If your iron has a dry setting, set it to that. This particular one had some water in it because it's also a steamer and I had to drain it. We do not want any water in this guy. No. Next, let's get our little flowers and little creatures and things we're gonna use for that. You can just kind of spread them out sporadically. I feel very clueless today because of my dress. Got some cool leaves and things like that, and I think that looks pretty cool. Really fun, girly, love it. Now let's sandwich this down with another piece of paper. Just kind of let it drop. And then get your book and flatten it down, pressing down evenly. So I'm just putting my weight on it to press it down, make sure it's really squashed. Okay, I think I got it good now, and let's see what we got. I'm just gonna check my work by peeking. Looks pretty even and everything looks to be still facing down, so good job. Next up, we are going to press the flowers. The iron helps get rid of all of the water in our little flowers that we found. So just press down. I know it's very tempting, but do not move your iron like you would normally on a piece of fabric or clothing. You want to press down hard and then pull up straight away because we don't want them to slide. That can mess up your flowers. No one wants that. So the way to save on this project is just take a walk in your neighborhood. I found little tiny flowers just, out there in the open by a park nearby and all this stuff, and they worked out great. So you don't need to go spend any money on this if you don't want to, and it's totally doable and I think it's kind of cool, you found these around your neighborhood. Okay, let's see what we got. Ta-da! Just to compare, here's their freshly 3D non-pressed flowers, and then here's the exact ones that are totally pressed down. They're flat as flat can be. I took also a little bit of leaves and some greenery because that's always super pretty with flowers. Try using saturated colored flowers. I'm using purples and pinks. You can use yellows and oranges. Pale pinks, whites, and 4-leaf clovers don't really work as well. I'm not really sure why, but if you really want to use those, you can use it the old-fashioned way with a book in a couple of hours. Say bye-bye to your iron and your ironing board. You will not need them anymore.
Bye iron, bye ironing board.
Bye-bye. So let's take out your clear case. You can find these anywhere for smartphones. If you can't find them in store, I found a bunch online. I happen to find mine at a dollar store, so heads up. You might want to look out for those cheap craft deals over there. All right, get out the fun part, which is your Mod Podge. And some lovely paintbrushes. They don't have to be expensive or special or anything like that for this. And we're just gonna do a super thin coat on the inside of our clear case. And I'm just gonna paint it on. What we don't wanna do is get it on the little grooves part at the very edges of our case because that's how the case connects to your phone. So we'll just want to get it on the face of the case, nowhere else. We don't want it on the sides or anything like that because then it might not stick as well to your phone. Okay. Next step is where your flowers are going to go. You don't need to be like a design major or anything like that because you're working with such pretty elements already. It's just going to look beautiful however you put it down. Maybe this guy is over here. Maybe that guy lives up there. You can check your work by just flipping it over really quickly, see if that's what you like. Okay, looks good. Next little trick I got for you involves a blow dryer. If you use a normal hair dryer for your hair, you can actually speed up the process of the Mod Podge drying time. Since we were working with plastic, I found that the heat gets really hot and it kind of burns. So go ahead and hit it with the cool setting. Okay, so now we're going to cover this layer up with a little bit more Mod Podge. Again, we're going to use this sparingly because we want it to dry in a good amount of time. So notice that I'm just dabbing it down kind of on top. I'm not really brushing or anything like that. This helps it keep its shape of the little flowers and stuff like that, so all the petals kind of stay in place. Now notice I kept a lot of gaps in between our flowers, and that's because we're going to put layers of glitter and we want them to show through. So I kind of like flowers just being sporadically placed everywhere. Just like before, we're going to hit this layer with the blow dryer, again in a cool setting. Okay, well, it looks pretty dry right now. And when I turn it over, you can't really see any of the glue. It's all pretty transparent. Perfect. Next step, we are going to take our glitter flakes because they're really fun and magical and I like them a lot. Things can get a little crazy with glitter, so make sure you're working on a surface that you can throw away, like my pieces of paper right here. And I'm just gonna take a little dab and of the Mod Podge, a little dab of the Mod Podge right here in all the little spaces that are not the flowers where we want to get in and kind of cover them up. Now I'm going to take a new brush and just kind of get some flakes on it and pat down. I find that a clean, dry brush kind of works better for this step. Let's go ahead and fill in those gaps of your phone case. So that's what we got so far. Now go ahead and get out your blow dryer again and just go ahead and give it a one quick pass over. Next up is more glitter, yay! But this time we're gonna do an ombre effect because if you haven't watched my videos, then maybe you don't know, but I love me some ombre. I think it's the best new thing to hit fashion right now. Before you play with the glitter, you gotta add more of the Mod Podge. This is our glue. All right, now that we have our area fully glued down, we're gonna go ahead and just start at the bottom and work our way to the top with our fine glitter. I'm just kind of spreading it wherever it decides to go. I'm going to stop around midway. Just kind of shake it out. So it completely covers. I'm switching to my lighter color glitter to do the top. Just back and forth, really easy. And then again, shake it down. Now here's a handy trick. You have some leftover glitter, instead of wasting it, you can put it right in the center because then that's where it's going to be all mixed up. So it'll look like a really cool ombre, they meet in the middle kind of thing. Just kind of shake it around. Flip it over if you need to make sure that you got everything. We don't want to see any of the clear backing, and when I flipped it over, I did see that I missed a couple spots, so I got to go back in there. It's It's always good to check your work. All right, now that after you've shaken off your glitter, go ahead and take off your safety plastic and let's see what we got here. Looks pretty cool. As you can see, there are still some spots of Mod Podge that needs to dry because we just applied the glitter. Once it's dry, you have a beautiful, one-of-a-kind, glitter-tastic phone case that's sure to get attention when you're talking, texting, or Instagramming. I hope you enjoy my tutorial today. I had a lot of fun. It smells great in here with all these flowers, and I can't wait to see you again for another DIY tutorial right here on DIY Ready.
Hi, my name's Lisa with DIY Ready, and I'm going to show you how to make a tutu. All you need is tulle fabric, satin ribbon, a measuring tape, and scissors. The whole process is so easy, it's going to take 20 minutes max. You don't even need to use a sewing machine.